You have to make sure that you get the complete visibility over your car. That is what gives you more confidence and better drivability.
Don't show me no loving, that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again, I've been going in, I'm fed up with so many things.
I'm here to tell you some important points about Mahindra XUV 300. So as you can see in the thumbnail that yeah, it's right. The 5 important points which are dislikes. The 5 points which are dislikes in this car. So let's get started with the video, right? The first point, and that is the boot space. The boot space is a very important factor in any car, no matter it's an SUV, no matter it's a sedan or whatever car, even an MPV, whatever car we are having, the boot space has to be there, right? So we have a big family or we have a short family. We have to carry a lot of things when we are going for a weekend drives or when we are going for any kind of, long drives or long trips. So boot space has to be there. So that is which is lacking in XUV 300. So let's see what the boot space is. When you see it, you will believe it, right? So being a big car or an SUV, the boot space is very less actually. So I have installed a subwoofer of JBL. So that is also there in this because music is very important for me. And out of that you can see how much space is there. It can, hardly carry 3 or 4, shoulder bags. Unless there is no boot space which is there in this car. And you can do one thing, you can just recline this to make it even more bigger. That is the one thing which you can do. And this regular boot space of 257 liters, which is very less, can be, elevated to a 400 liter or 500 liter. And if you have 3 or 4 people's traveling with you, it's very hard to recline the seats and get the space. So you have to adjust with whatever space is having, or the people who is traveling with you has to carry those things with themselves. So boot space is a very important critical factor when coming to a car. So please mind this point if you are going for any kind of cars. Boot space. Coming to the second point, which is also a very important point, it is regarding the drivability actually. Guys, you can see this A pillar, right? This A pillar hinders your vision when you are driving from there. This hinders your vision to a greater extent. Along with this, I have installed a aftermarket rain guard because it's a rainy season, as you can see. So along with this A pillar becomes so broad that it hinders your vision. So as I have told, the A pillar is very broad and it can hinder your vision. When you are looking from inside, actually, I can make it more clear. Guys, just imagine that when you are taking a corner in any gut section or in any hairpin, this will be the area where you will be mostly looking at, right? So looking at this area only, you can understand that what vehicles are coming, or if anything is coming from the upcoming traffic or the immediate next corner. So this area, there is a problem that there is a big mirror over here, and the placement of the mirror is in such a way that it is direct on the position where you see while you take a corner, this position. So Mahindra could have done something to change this mirror's position to somewhere else. I have driven many of the cars, even subcompact SUV, for example Vitara Brezza or even the EcoSport, but the mirror positioning has been in such a way in all these cars, like it will not hinder your vision to that much extent. So one solution to take care of this problem is that one is that you have to get used to, and the second thing is that you have to just oversee like this, which is very painful while taking a corner every time, because you have to adjust your car's speed so that you can more understand what is happening, what is coming from the oncoming traffic when you're hitting a corner. So this problem I just have to address, because I think this is going to be a big issue for those people who are taking W6 variant, because even if it is any car, regardless if it is a subcompact SUV, sub 4 meter SUV, or if it is a sedan, or if it is a hatchback, you have to make sure that you get the complete visibility over your car. That is what gives you more confidence and better drivability. Hope you will agree with me, right? That's the reason why I have included this point among the major dislikes. So let's go on to the next point, right? Point is also regarding W6 variant. So someone who is trying to take W6 variant, you should know it. W6 variant doesn't comes with the adjustable seat. So if you are a short driver, you should mind it definitely, because being a short driver, it is very hard to see the bonnet, and Bartol is there in front of you. And as I've told you in the point before, the A pillar thing can hinder your vision, and also along with the short-sightedness, that will be a pain to drive this car. So those who are short, please, I would request you to go to the showroom and get a test drive, and after that plan for taking this car. This point is also for those people who are trying to take W6 along all the variants. So in W6, Mahindra has not given a reverse camera. So in W8 and W8 optional you will find the reverse camera, but in W6 you will not find it. So it is very difficult, drive this car, take this car out from any kind of, tight atmosphere without any kind of reverse camera. And this coupled with a big C pillar as you see in this picture, it becomes a big task to see whatever is there behind your car from inside your car. So XUV300 W6 variant comes along with a beautiful head unit which have a lot of functions, so that it's practically difficult for you to replace it with other aftermarket head unit. I have made a dedicated video regarding the head unit that I will put the link in the description so you can go through it. So this head unit can be changed, but it's very costly, and who minds changing a head unit just for a camera thing. But what Mahindra has done is that they have locked some code or something that you can't install aftermarket camera also decoding it. So I don't know for what purpose Mahindra has done that. Mahindra has been telling that this car is has the highest amount of torque which is offered in a sub 4 meter, or even a segment above cars doesn't have this kind of torque figures. They are offering 300 Nm of torque from 1500 to 2500 RPMs. So that is enough for a car, but the thing is that below 1500 RPM, this car has a lot of tendency to get that turbo lag. You have to downshift the gears no matter in what kind of a roads you are driving. Don't think that it's kind of a high torquey engine that you don't want to do any kind of downshift and still the car will take you off. Now I'm in the second gear, and I can only pull this car in the second gear now. If it was third gear, I could never, take it smoothly. This has a lot of power inside it, but the turbo lag definitely will hit you. If enough torque is there, that means you don't have to downshift frequently. So while going through a city roads or while going through a tight situation, you don't have to shift down so much to take the car out of that situation. But in the case of XUV300, you do have to shift down a lot. If you are going through any kind of windings or mountain roads or something like that, hairpins, if the car is traveling with 4 people on board, you have to shift down with at least first gear. That is a practical experience I have got. Even having 300 Nm of torque, that is a whooping number. That is the biggest number among all the sub 4 meters in India. 300 Nm of torque. It is even above the one segment higher cars like Creta 1.6. I think even Creta 1.6 doesn't comes with a higher torque like 300 Nm of torque, right? So even having such kind of a biggest amount of torque, this car has a turbo lag, and it can be felt. I could see in no reviews that people are saying the turbo lag issues, but being an owner, I can address this issue because I am facing it. Because downshifting has been a habit to me. So that is the one point which I want to include. So guys, as I have promised in the last video, this video is for you, the 5 major dislikes of XUV300. So I hope this will be helpful for those people who are planning to take XUV300 and in their decision making to which variant to choose from. And if you like this video, please don't forget to press that like button, and also your love is what make me grow. So please subscribe to my channel and also share this video to your friends. So thank you from my side. Take care and also stay safe.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love, and that's fine.